We faced Liverpool a week ago at Scunfield, and now we're going to face them again. This time we have home advantage as we play them on Sunday in the FA Cup 4th round, a chance to book our place into the 5th round of the competition. Hashtag by the sun. Before we go balls deep into the preview, let's go back slightly, shall we, to a couple of days ago now, as we were back on top of the Premier League summit after beating Fulham 2-1 at Craven Cottage. Leicester City were there for 24 hours. Man City, for the first time this season, were there for a couple of hours, and then a couple of hours later, we regained top spot. It was some kind of a smash and grab victory. We didn't play well whatsoever, but 4-2 favours the brave, and we got out of stuck where we needed to. I thought Cavani was absolutely superb. He was there to pounce on the mistake by Arbeloa. Where the hell did Fulham get that goalkeeper from? The bloody funny farm. He had his Butterfingers Manuel for 40 Towers moment, but as great strikers do, he's there to gobble up the opportunity. And do not forget this quote, right? Never forget this. I would rather Josh King than Cavani. Never forget that. Never forget. I was one of the few Man United fans who was going, go and get Cavani. Go get him. He's got proven pedigree. His goal score record is superb. He's won more leagues than we have post-Alex Ferguson. And he's bearing the fruit of that. And it was 100% the right decision. If we got Sancho instead of Cavani, we would not be top. We would probably be treading water and bottom half of the league by now. Because Cavani's got experience, and you need that. Especially when we're in a title race, which I don't believe we are, but that's what people are saying. And Paul Pogba won the game with an absolute rocket launcher. Little bit of a fluke. I thought the Fulham players should have done better. They should have closed down the shot. He told a kid or a young adult to not let the player release the shot, because you know Paul Pogba's going to have a go. You know he can score a perler like he did against West Ham, and he did that again, but for me it was more the defending rather than the strike itself that was costly. Martial was his usual invisible self, no more than usual. Cavani's got more goals in the Premier League, Martial fanboys, than Martial's got this season. Awkward. Oh dear. Not going well for you, is it? What a shame. Not. Now on to Mason Greenwood. And I'm going to enjoy this. Time to shake things up a little bit. He has been nothing short of a disgrace, that kid. Ever since he shat on Icelandic culture, when he shat on their COVID protocols, when he met prossies, prostitutes, brasses, call them whatever you like, coming to a street corner near you soon. It took him, right, 40 hours to apologise for what he did. Guess how long it took Phil Foden, ladies and gentlemen? Less than that. 24 hours. Phil Foden has took the criticism on board. He's took the criticism like a man, because he's not mentally weak like Greenwood, while Greenwood has took it like the kid he is. You're playing for Manchester United Football Club. Playing for this club is a privilege and not a chore. You've lost your mojo. You need to step up a little bit, because you're in invisible mode at the moment. Someone needs to grab him by the scruff of his neck and tell him to learn the error of your ways, because he's not doing it at the moment. Get back in the race, because that's life. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop going, oh, people are having a go at me in the media. You deserve it. If you kept your powder dry and you kept yourself to yourself, then you wouldn't be in this position. You just wouldn't be. Phil Foden is now playing for Man City on a regular basis now. He has been superb. He's got charisma, he's got personality, he's got everything you need to be a top footballer. He's got the talent in bucket loads. There's nothing going to stop this kid. He's going to the heady heights of the top, while Greenwood is going to the lower rates of the food chain. I would send him packing to the moon and leave him there for the rest of his life. He's not going to be at Man United for very long. He needs to learn you're playing for this club. Stop sulking like the kid you are and start being a man. Because if you don't, then you'll be plying your trade in the lower leagues. And I would actually send him on loan. He is not good enough for this club. We need him to chip in when times get rough. The Mariah Carey song there. Because when Rashford doesn't score, Martial, Cavani, when they have a lead spell, you need him to step up, and he's not doing it at the moment. I just don't get it. It's official for me. Just get rid of him. And don't you dare use that excuse about what his friend did. Don't you dare try and trivialise mental health by using that as a stick for Greenwood's fault. His friend did what he did because he couldn't handle rejection. Antonio from West Ham, he had loads of rejections, but he made sure that he took it like a man, and now he's doing what he's doing for West Ham. He's got 5 goals this season despite his injury problems that he's had. You know, and his friend did what he did because the walls were crumbling around him. He just couldn't handle the pressure. He had no one to turn to, so he went for the last resort, and that for me was the decision he made, and for me it was the wrong decision. But you can't understand what's going on in people's heads. But there you go. That's my rant. Now on to the team I'm going to pick. De Gea in goal. Wamba Krapa, because there's nobody else. Centre-back partnership of Twanzebe Lindelof. Tellez at left-back. Don't get me started on why Tellez not playing. I'm furious with that. Midfield 2, I will play McTominay. He's been magnificent this season, despite what you'll hear. Oh yeah, McTominay's got more goals at Old Trafford in 2.5 years than Paul Pogba's got. I bet you didn't know that. Oh yeah, McTominay's got more goals than Fred. He's got more goals than Declan Rice. But you didn't know that as well, eh? Oh yeah, and he's obviously got a Premier League record, hasn't he? The first player to score 2 goals in the first 3 minutes. Paul Pogba, Martial, and other fanboys' favourites in the squad could never. So McTominay, Matic, up front, I'm going to go for Cavani, Bruno Fernandes, because he always seems to start, the other side of the coin, Mata, and in the middle of all that, it's going to be Van der Beek. So that's the team I'm going to pick ahead of the game against Liverpool, the enemy, and they always will be, by the way. And if you don't know the rivalry, for me, you're not a Man United fan, unless obviously you're younger and you don't know about the history. But that's all for me, and I'll see you next time.